Good evening, dearly beloved sisters. I want to welcome you to another edition of our Saturday Health Forum. I believe you've all had a very wonderful time, and I'm trusting God that the Lord will continue to keep each and every one of us and our loved ones in Jesus' name. Thank you for showing up today. God bless you. So, you are welcome to Tabitha Health and Wellness. It's a community for every beautiful woman. Tabitha Health and Wellness is an online community, and it is dedicated to empowering women to achieve wholeness, spirit, soul, and body through faith-centered education, natural health solutions, and practical lifestyle. Our mission is to restore, nurture, and strengthen women through God-inspired wellness principles, holistic nutrition, natural remedies, and lifestyle practices that support healthy, vibrant living. So if you are joining us for the first time, my name is Oluwatosin Ogude, and this is Tabitha Health and Wellness Community. So last month, we talked about internal detoxification. What I mean by internal detoxification, emotional detoxification. We talked extensively on forgiveness, emotional detox, and it was such an awesome time. I had a lot of women who reconciled with their loved ones, reconciled with people who have hurt them for many years, 20 years, 30 years. Betrayers and the likes. I have people who visited me one-on-one, who booked sessions, who booked time with me to discuss on some deep matters. And I'm grateful to God that this particular period was able to get a lot of women out of some odd bad emotions. And we also had testimony of a woman who shared with us that after she let go, after she forgave her husband, the palpitation that she's been having for some time disappeared. We are created in an amazing way. And I'm thanking God that the Lord used that particular uh, topic for that month to heal a lot of people. I'm grateful to God for this, and I give all the glory to God. So this month, in month of February, we have also planned it out this year to talk about external detoxification. Now, it's not really external what you can see. It's still internal, the organ detoxification. Let me put it that way. Because if we detoxify emotionally, which is very important, we'll also detoxify the organ detoxification is also very critical. So tonight, I will be diving more into the organ detoxification because we started it last week via WhatsApp platform. So I will be doing a voice note today so that we can always reach out to these messages whenever or share with our loved ones, because it will also be uploaded on our YouTube channel. So join me as I continue with this teaching. So this topic that I have today is the female detox system, how a woman's body eliminates toxins naturally. I take it again, the female detox systems, how a woman's body eliminates toxins naturally. Like we said last week, detox is not just about juice. It's also not just about starving ourselves. Starvation is not about starvation, and it is not an optional thing. That's what interesting part. It's not optional. In fact, every second, our body, your body, is neutralizing chemicals on a daily basis. And that is why when we talk about detoxification, we also pay attention to uh, the way we can also avoid or limit the amount of toxin that it puts inside the body system. Okay, so every day your body is neutralizing chemicals, your body is also processing hormones. The hormones that are released in your body are not used up just like that, they need to be metabolized. It's also cleaning metabolic waste. What metabolic waste means is that whenever you eat, your body goes into metabolic process. That is, it breaks down for absorption and also what removal of waste. The waste here has to be taken somewhere. That is what your body is always doing, to remove the waste out of your body system, because the waste can accumulate and become problem. We must note this, that If elimination slows down, internal toxicity rises, and this will put the body under severe stress, and it's also a building ground, and a building ground for disease infestation. So we must note that, very, very important. What is detoxification? It is the removal of toxins. That's just to put it simply. Detox, detoxifying. D means remover, tox means toxins. So you remove toxins from your body. That is what referred to as detoxification. It has two phases. Detoxification is in two phases. It has two-phase detoxification process, but I'm not going to go into phase one, phase two detoxification process today. I'm going to just go into the basic fundamental theory of detoxification. Now let's dive into organs of detoxification. What are the organs of detoxification? The first organ and critical organ of detoxification is the liver. The liver is key when it comes to removal of toxins. What are some of the things that your liver can do? The liver removes chemicals. I call the liver like a chemical factory. It churns out a lot of things. There are a lot of chemical processes happening in your body system. As a matter of fact, your body cannot assimilate anything without having contact with the liver. The liver has to break them down. The liver breaks down everything, single thing that you put into your mouth. When any toxins, any poison enter your mouth, for instance, your liver is the point of contact that first breaks it down before it goes into your bloodstream. So it is not immediately that it rushes into your bloodstream. If somebody have a snake bite, for instance, now the poison first gets into the liver, and the liver had to know how to take care of it before it finally flows into the bloodstream. So now talking about the liver does a lot. So just to save our time, I said another thing that the liver will do for you is that it also metabolizes hormone. Hormone metabolism is also the activity of the liver. It also processes alcohol. That's why we always preach against alcohol. Little alcohol, moderate alcohol, big alcohol drinkers, the liver suffers because the liver had to process it. And alcohol is one of the things that is very strong on the liver. Very, very strong on the liver. It's a very big poison for the liver to process. It's very difficult. Breaking the liver, alcohol down is very difficult for the liver. And so it strains. That's why we have alcoholic, fatty liver, and the likes like that. Then we also have medication breakdown. Anytime you take drugs, either conventional drugs, herbs, and the likes, your liver also has to process it, must process it before it sends it to the right quota, to where before distribution can happen. You can see that the liver is doing a lot of work. Your liver also metabolizes fat. Your fat that you eat, it doesn't just go into your bloodstream like that. The liver has to break it down. The liver has to, push it. It has to also break it down through the bile. So, and emulsify it before it can be pushed to the right, distributed around. That is why excessive intake of fat, it's not advisable, because it takes a lot for liver and the bile to emulsify the fat. So you have to be very careful when you are consuming fat. Now, we also help with blood filtration. Blood filtration is also another work that the liver will do for you. It will filter your blood. As a matter of fact, studies have shown that the blood passing through the liver every 5 minutes, okay? Just to ensure that it is cleaned out before it goes into the kidney. The kidney is also another filtration point, but the liver it is the first point of contact. The blood will go into the liver for heat to be what? To be filtered before it can go. When the heart pumps the blood, when your heart pumps the blood, what happens is that there is other processes that will go on before the blood. This is just one of the reasons why we all need to thank God for creation, for creating man the way he created. God was actually very intentional the way he created us. He did not create our body to break apart. He did not break our body to get. If you understand the anatomy of the body system and the way God put all together, it will amaze all as how God has designed things. And that's why we always talk about lifestyle practices, because we have a deeper understanding on how the body operates. And this will help you and I to also pay attention to how you manage this body system as well. And that's why we are here in Tabitha community to pass the knowledge across. It's not everybody that is the field in this area of field. It's not everybody that's exposed to reading, but we are here to teach ourselves, to educate ourselves, so that we can all make informed decisions concerning our body system. Then the liver also do bile production. It is your liver that produces bile. So it is that bile that is stored in your gallbladder. This bile comes forth when there is what? Fat what? Production. When there is fat deposition, it comes in to emulsify it so that it can be used up. You cannot use fat without being emulsified, and it takes a lot of process. It is this liver. So you can just begin to imagine with all the things, Susan, that I've mentioned here. So when your liver is sluggish, all the above processes that I mentioned, they will not be properly done. And that will be the beginning of problems. You see where detoxification comes in, where it is important for us to detoxify our body system. Now, it is important for us to know that you can just begin to imagine if there's any problem with the liver damage, liver this, liver problem, fatty liver, and the like, what happens to the body system? The body go into problems automatically. Now, it is important for us to pay attention to that. Now, the second organ that we're going to talk, organ of detoxification, is the gut. The gut is another section. In fact, the gut is referred to as the second brain. Is that the commanding power? It's a commanding power in the body system. The second commanding power in the body system. I call the first one, I call this the liver commanding power in the body system. I call the gut the commanding power, second commanding power in the body system. Why do we call the body second commanding power? Because nothing happens, anything that happens in your gut has a lot to do with your health. If you have any pain in your body system, arthritis and the likes of that, there's a connection between your liver and your gut. If you fix the problem from your gut, if you stimulate your liver has a lot of process to do with the gut, what happens in the gut. Once you eat, once the food goes into your body system, once the food passes through your esophagus and it goes into your duodenum and then into your stomach and then to your duodenum and the like, things are going on there to ensure that your body takes the best to use the best. And so when you're not supplying the best to your body system, what happened? Garbage in, garbage out. So that's the scenario. And so your gut is very, very significant. It is called the second brain, like I said, and it is very crucial for detoxification. It eliminates and detoxifies estrogen. That's what your gut will do. Eliminate and detoxify estrogen. We are focusing on women, and it also prevents reabsorption of this estrogen that has been detoxified. It prevents the reabsorption. Whenever there's a problem in that area. Whenever there's a problem, you know that there's going to be a problem with the issue of estrogen reabsorption. Now, in an ideal situation, there shouldn't be reabsorption of that estrogen that has been detoxified into the bloodstream. But when there is constipation, that is whenever you are constipated, unable to go to the restroom to empty your bowel, estrogen gets reabsorbed. I want you to get this as women. Your estrogen, see why we always have issues with when it comes to menopausal issues. Ideally, we shouldn't break down because the body is trying to go through the natural processes of the body of our lifestyle. Because what's we call it now, menopausal issues, the blood has to cease just as menstruation started. It gets to a point in our life that menstruation will cease. And when the menstruation ceases, God did not create that you should be abandoned, break down, fall apart, and the likes. It is not normal. So when people normalize some of this thing, we shouldn't start normalizing menopausal symptoms. Oh, it is my menopause. Oh, it is my this and all. Some people go through menopause without even noticing it. So if some women can do that, then you also can achieve that. And we must pay attention. So we shouldn't normalize things like that. So when there is a problem with constipation, you can see where problem is starting from. When there is a problem with constipation, then there is this tendency that there will be reabsorption. Now, I hear today that people say things like, a lot of people say, constipation, they normalize constipation. You just say, it is not, it is their it is their life, their own makeup. They don't toilet every day. They don't do I hear people say things like that, when they go to a new place, for instance, now, they don't have the opportunity to toilet the way they toilet. Some say that they don't toilet more than 2-3 times a week. Some say that, it is abnormal. It is not good. That's not the way your body is meant that when you wake up in the morning, if once you eat, you must empty, because it is absorption and removal. So where is the one that is removed? Where is it going to? It's to be reabsorbed into your body system. And once it's reabsorbed back into your body system, there will be disease, because it is poison. Toxins are poison. So when you take poison, what happens to your body system? There's a breakdown, there's a damage. Sometimes it can even lead to death. So it means that we need to constantly pay attention to what this word is saying. Constipation shouldn't be part of us, and we shouldn't normalize constipation. So you must, as soon as you begin to remember or notice that your system or your bowel movements begin to change, you must pay attention to that, to do something immediately to ensure that we start removing toxins immediately. Another organ of detoxification is the kidney. The kidney filters the blood. Your kidney filters your blood. Your kidney helps you to remove water-soluble waste from your body, from your system. It is absolutely amazing the way God created the liver. The kidney. The kidney had the filter. It has filters inside. So that's why when you are doing tests, they still estimated glomerated filtration rates. Okay, now EGFR is to check how your kidney is filtrating your blood. That's why people go for dialysis once the kidneys start having issues. The dialysis is the machine. Dialysis is the process where a machine is used to help to do the work of the kidney. I'm praying by the grace of God, the one that God has given to us for free will not pack up, where we begin to launch in for machines that will do the work that God has created the kidney to do. That will not be the portion of any one of us here, in Jesus' name. So let us maintain everything that we need to do to ensure that we make it to be active constantly. It is free. Nothing is happening. It is just for us to maintain certain process and do certain things so that it doesn't begin to reduce the capacity. Sometimes when you go and check, they will put the rate from 90, not less than 90. And when some people is 60, some people is 40, some people is 95, 85. You see, it sometimes can begin to drop. And because you don't know and you have not been checking, you don't even know when the EGFR begin to drop significantly. So we need to pay attention to some of these things. Now, your kidney require hydration. What does it require? In fact, basically, your kidney needs water to begin to do its work. Just as we are doing in our community this week, in the general community of a water therapy. What are we trying to do? We are trying to hydrate our body system and to empower the kidney. So low water intake, it means concentrated toxins. The toxin will concentrate in your body system, and the removal process will be tougher. Of course, will be tougher. And also, once you rehydrate your body system beautifully, luckily for us, the body can bounce back easily once we supply it with what it is required. Okay, so the body begin to look for water everywhere. What happens when you are dehydrated? Your body also begin to look for water in different places. The easiest place and easiest point for where your kidney, your body begin to look for water when it's starved of water is your colon. because that's where we have abundance of water, right? Now, from that side, begin to take out water, begin to take out water, begin to take out. Sometimes they begin to take out water. There's also reabsorption from the urine. When there is water, real water there, that's why you feel so dry. Your mouth is dry everywhere because your body has gone to take water from different places. It has even gone to take from your bladder to bring it back so that they can use water by all costs, because the kidney must use water and your body must use water. So it goes for the colon. Once it gets water from the colon, it dries up the place, and that's why the constipation will start. So now you have to pay attention to this one, that you must make sure that as soon as you begin to have this particular constipation, immediately make sure you put program in place to rehydrate your body immediately. Another organ of detoxification is the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system drains cellular waste. This is very, very critical and very important for us to note. For your cells, remove waste. I've said it several times here that your cells, they take in, there's ingestion, there's also what excretion, there is absorption of nutrients and the likes. So all of this thing go on within your cells. And we have trillions of cells in your body system. Now, these cells, they bring out waste. The waste is what the lymphatic system helps to remove. And something I want you to know about this lymphatic system, it is an important part of your immune system. Your immune system cannot function. It's an intermediary. It's like a soldier. It's like a soldier that stands for your, in fact, for your what? For your immune system. And once this is not functioning well, you know one thing about this lymphatic system that we need to pay attention to is that it doesn't have a pump. Like other places that has pumps, like happy to filter, there's a hole, there's pump and all of that. Lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. The only way that the lymphatic system can work and function well is through movement. You know, when I was doing training in natural medicine, I remember when I just started, we will just be hearing the lymphatic system needs movement, you need to move. Even if you don't understand anything about exercise, move because of your lymphatic system, because that is how your lymphatic system help you to remove toxins. Now, you see, when there is cancer issues, and they said the cancers are moved to the lymph nodes, because there are several nodes, lymph nodes in your body system, different ones, and the breast has a lot of lymph nodes. It has a lot from the armpit side to every part of the breast. There are lots of lymph nodes. So that's one of the problems that we have in breast cancer. It just gets to once they enter into the blood, because that's the drainage system. And once the drainage system is blocked, how can you? They say once we enter they will say, it has entered the stage 4 and the likes. And there's always a problem. See, surgery for lymphatic system is one of the worst things ever. Or draining out, surgically removing whatever. It's like removing the immune system from the body system. So it is something that is very critical, very, very critical, that we need to pay attention. So if you don't know anything at all, move. You need to move. Remember this message tonight. I need to move for my lymphatic system to operate, because it doesn't have a pump. So I need to move properly for it. So as I'm speaking to you too, it's getting to my subconscious that I must move. And that's why we do different kind of things to ensure we move our body system. It is important for our life. So it is only activated through movement. This is what is important, why exercise is very important. A gentle breast massage. We also do gentle breast massage. We do it regularly in during our breast care health. In fact, it is advised that you use your palm, the center part of your palm. You put it on your breast and you do a gentle massage from time to time, like about 3 to 5 minutes, like that, in a circular motion, like that, regularly. So create movement in the lymph node, so that there is a movement in the lymph where I can remove toxins. So it's something that we should practice every time as women. We also have lymphatic flush. You also have lymphatic flush in my organization, where you can also link up or get one. You can reach out to the admin if you want lymphatic flush. We also have lymphatic flush. It helps to drainage, to help also it helps to mineralize the lymphatic system for a flow, okay, to nourish the lymphatic system. That's the way I put it, to nourish the lymphatic system, and so that it can elimination of waste can be so effective. So sedentary women who don't exercise, it means that they will have really, really sluggish lymphatic flow. They will have really, really sluggish lymph. Lymph are those small, small nodules that helps to carry out the operation. Now, the other one is the skin. Skin is also a mild detox system. It has a mild detox. That's where you sweat. When you sweat, you assist elimination. When you stop sweating, that means that they will have a lot of blockages. All right, and then you need to ensure that you sweat. And that's why some people just use antiperspirant. You are not meant to use antiperspirant. God created you to perspire. So, and no reason why any one of us should create another system where we don't perspire. Using things like roll on under our armpits is the worst thing that we can actually do for ourselves. Chemicalized roll on, aluminium rich roll on, and the likes like that. So, the skin is also part of it. Why are women more toxin burdened? Why? You will see in this particular thing I want to run through. Why do you think, why are women more toxin burdened? One, cosmetics and hair products. Our hair products, our cosmetics are loaded with all kinds of chemicals like parabens, you know, phthalates. It has synthetic fragrances because they want it to smell nice. They want to attract you. They put all kinds of things. They want your skin to brighten up. They want different, and they think the natural products, they are very slow. So they put different kind of chemicals to ensure that, to enhance the bleaching process, to enhance the hair growth, to enhance the fragrance and the likes of that. All of this, they put pressure on our body system, and they end up putting toxins in our body system. Another one that is very critical is the plastics and food storage. Now, I'm going to do a talk like doing a whole process on what is expected of you to have in your kitchen and the likes like that. You know, I'm really particular about this particular this aspect, because a lot of us use wrong packaging thing. I remember a man said that after the wife had breast cancer or something, he removed everything called plastic in his house. You know, many of these plastic they have produced with BPA. You see, the government of Lagos State are trying to eradicate plastic bags, plastic this out of it. You know, I don't know how much they can do. We use a lot of plastics, a lot. You know, sometimes water bottle and all of that. We use it. So that's why detoxification is very important. All of this thing, they put a lot of pressure on our organ system. So BPA and all of that, re-eating food in plastic containers. A lot of us go to eateries where they use microwave for us. They use all kinds of things, and by the time you know what is that, they're using the plastic to reheat your food. All the toxins inside the plastic are entering inside your food, and then you are drinking the pure water, microplastics, and the likes like that. They get into your food, they get into your water, they get into so many of the things, and these things are reabsorbed. Don't forget, I'm not saying this thing to scare anybody. I'm talking about how does women get so burdened with toxins. I'm sharing that one, and that's what I said. One of the reasons is that because of your hair care, your hair care, your skin care products, they all contain a lot of chemicals. That's why we do a lot DIY for your roll-on, DIY for so many of your hair cream, your so many things that you can do by yourself because you know what you are putting inside. Now we also have hormonal load. We have hormonal load. Now we have things like birth control. Now, you know, where because women want to control the number of children that they have, they don't want to get pregnant excessive, uncontrollably, so they begin to use birth control. This is a very big issue. A lot of research, a lot of things are going on that this is one of the causes, because it's altered the hormones in your body system. Hormones become unstable, and instability of this hormone can create a lot of problems in the life of women, and this begin to degenerate into serious health issues, without them knowing that this is as a result of the hormonal birth control that we use. We also have xenoestrogens. Xenoestrogens are food. They contain they have in their food in different things that mimic themselves as what, as estrogen in our body system. They are in different things, in plastics, in different kinds of things. These are called xenoestrogen. They are also estrogen, but they are negative parts of estrogen that we find in different kinds of things that can cause damage in our body system. We also have environmental estrogen as well. from different things, the fruit, films, the things that come into our body system, they mimic estrogen in our body system, and they begin to alter and begin to act like estrogen, but in a very radical way, and begin to alter the activity of the original estrogen in our body system. Now, we also have emotional stress. Emotional stress is also another one that we need to pay attention to. Emotional stress can create chronic cortisol level. Cortisol is an hormone. This hormone is called a stress hormone or flight hormone. Okay. Uh, when you have a danger around you, God put it there for it to trigger what? I know the adrenaline function rushes into your body system and you begin to run. If, for instance, you see a lion somewhere now, nobody tells you to run. Everybody just automatically, something that is the hormone that makes it to happen. Automatically, you just start running for your life. So imagine if the body, and as soon as that happens, the body also takes over. All that systems comes together to bring down that pressure to make sure that they mop up the excess cortisol in your body system. Now, when you're under stress, under continuous and constant stress, you can imagine that kind of activity happening in your body system on a regular basis. What happens? Your body becomes so toxic because this cortisol is just to come in as an emergency hormone. So when now an emergency hormone now become a constant visitor in your body system, what happens? No, now begin to have problems in our body system, issues begin to happen. And before you know what's happening, disease begin to set in. So, and then we have adrenal fatigue. Adrenal fatigue is one of the very, very tough health issue to deal with. Very, very critical. People, they really don't. Doctors who will not even be able to ascertain what is happening to you. You require a very thorough medical practitioner, a very thorough natural and practitioner. Though we do holistic, we try to check our both body, soul, and spirit. Now, before we can discover that it's an adrenal fatigue, and it is very difficult to manage. And so you must begin to watch that. It slows down your liver function. And when your liver function slows down, for what we spoke about the earlier, what we spoke about earlier, you can imagine all the functions of the liver. Now something now slows it down. Stress slows it down. Cortisol slows it down. What happens? Begin to have problems. There will be digestion disruption. It also reduces the glutathione. Glutathione in your liver is one gift of God to us. It's a natural antioxidant that God gave to us naturally to be able to fight, free radicals in our body system. Now, cortisol is reducing it, right? And then there will be problem in your body system. So all our workaholic women, wonderful women who work very hard, I want to encourage you, please hold that. There is no trophy for workaholism. Nobody gives an award for workaholism. You don't have to. Your result will comfort, not because you are workaholic. You need to manage your stress as much as possible. Don't say no one can do it better except me. It's like one writing a letter to what? To destruction. No one, if anything happens to you, you'll be surprised. Anyway, you will not be there. People will go on, life will go on. Things will, in fact, it's just a matter of respect for the person. But for you, I pray the Lord will sustain you and grant all of us wisdom to manage our stress as much as possible. There's so much stress around women, so much stress. We just need to manage it as much as possible. I'm going to do a full talk on stress management, and I'm looking forward to seeing you that day so that we can look into it and see how we can manage our stress as much as possible. I am trying to manage my stress as much as possible. I try to take little at a time. I have a lot of things that I'm doing at the moment, at the time, but I take time to make sure that I shut down when I need to shut down, and I just give myself a lot of break. I pray that God will grant us wisdom and grace to do this as well. Now, the other thing that we need to do. What are signs of detox? The signs of detox congestion in women. What are some signs? These are just limited. These are just few. It is not to scare anybody. It's just to point out certain things. When you begin to wake up in between 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., might be sign of what that you need. Your body need detox. A bit sign of overloaded toxins in your body system. When you start having breakout acne, and then you start having all kinds of jaw, you have acne on the jaw line, it might also be overloaded. When you start having some PMS symptoms, premenopausal, what's it call it now? Premenopausal syndrome. Yeah, you start having such problems, such some of these symptoms, you might likely be overloaded with toxins. Every bleeding might also be a symptom. Brain fog is also one of the symptoms anyway. When you're having brain fog, you want to sit down and begin to look for how you want to remove toxins from your body system. You have frequent fatigue. If you are fatigued, no, please, you need to work on that. One of the things that helps with all this fatigue is your B vitamins. B vitamin is very key in this area, and your vitamin C, body building, body defense against issues. They help a lot with this fatigue and the likes of that. They build energy level. They also help with metabolism to absorb nutrients and also remove toxins from your body system. B vitamins are very critical. Now, coated tongue. When you have coated tongue is also another sign. Bloating, you are unnecessarily feeling bloated, you might need to dehull and then detoxify your body system. Dark under eye so can also be another one. Then you just suddenly have some odors, offensive odor of your body odor changes can also be another problem. Remember, the symptoms are signals. They are not your enemy to be silenced. Just deal with the root cause. If anything is happening to you, don't look for ways to shut down the way we shut down headaches and pains and all that. When you're having headache, it's not the time to use paracetamol, acetaminophen, and all of that. It's the time to address and look at what could be causing this one. Look at what you can do. Stimulate your liver, and then improve your liver system, and you will see that you will bounce back again. What are some of the daily detox routine that we can do? Daily detox routine and essentials on a daily basis are: one, hydration. We must, just like we're doing in the community this time. That's why we say we should start with what? Hydration. And next week, I'll also be sharing our community detox program, because this month is for detox. So I'll be sharing certain things I'll be using for detox as well. Hydration, 2 to 3 liters daily is a fantastic one. Don't overhydrate. You saw the video that I posted today on your urine. So don't overdo it. When you're over looking so whitish, you have hydrated your body, but you may also be overdoing it. You also want to pay attention to rich fiber food. Rich fiber food is a must. I ate agbalumo this evening before coming for class, and I ate it with the skin. It was so sour. Oh God! The boy said it's very very sweet, but man, it was terribly sour. I squeezed my teeth to it because I thought, okay, I could get probiotics from there. Very nice though. I enjoyed it with my digestive system, but it was very. So I ate it with the skin. I ate it with the skin. Right, that is very high in fiber. Agbalumo is absolutely high in fiber, and it's in season now. Eat fruit in season. Eat them in season. Mango is in season as well. If you want to eat your mango, please eat your mango with the skin. Do not come and tell me that because of the pesticides and this. Wash it very well, disinfect it, and eat it. Your liver will do justice to all of those things. Let that not scare you, and make sure that it's not a chemicalized one. Look at it. If it's smaller, it is better. It's a signal, it's a sign that it's not used abundant of chemicals. If it's massive and big, avoid them. High fiber food is very important. Your fruits, your vegetables, please let us do more in vegetables, in salad, and all of that. Make it as simple as possible. I bought about 2,000 naira a cucumber, or 1,000 naira cucumber. So I shredded it, and the amount of cucumber that I got, I was so amazed when I make all the salad. So when I made all the salad for the week, and it was really much. That I was like, this thing is too much. Oh. Everything I used for the salad for this week were less than 5,000. Truthfully, were less than 5,000, and it was really much. I made the small bowl I made for salad were 8 packs, and I made two other big ones extra, and all of that. So it was quite much. So let us not look at things that are too expensive. We can always manage our resources and channel our resources towards some important things, and also reduce the less important things. They're nuts, are nuts and seeds. They are amazing. They are also high in fiber. Then you also have your millets, your sorghum, your hacha, your phonium. You can actually, do you know you can make those meal, those grains? You can actually cook them as rice, like rice. Do you know that? Let's talk about that next time. Nuts and seeds are amazing. You can use them as well. Okay, we also have protein. Protein is needed for your phase 2 detoxification. We have legumes, we have fish. Take fish in moderation, and like that. Then we also have bitter food. We have bitter leaf, we have ugu, we have scent leaf. This helps to stimulate the bile flow. Bile flow is critical. It stimulates your liver function, your liver activities, and all of that. Amazing thing about bitter leaf. Bitter leaves is critically good for you, and I will share certain things with you later. Now, we also want to move. Move 15 to 20, 30 minutes exercise routine on a daily basis is also good, alongside with other forms of moving. It's very important.
If we need to mix, okay, if we need to mix, they will do it in the night. That will be around one batch, 1 or 2 batches.
Also, the other prioritize sleep. Sleep is very important. Please let us pay attention to sleep. If you're having problem with sleep, let's look for ways that we can sleep very well. Okay, golden turmeric milk is a powerful way to also help us to sleep well. Also sleep well. You can take lemon balm, is also another good one. That you can chamomile tea is also another good one to help us to sleep, relax. You can also use humidifier, using essential oils into your humidifier and put it in your room. Helps you lavender in your room, your humidifier. Get a humidifier, a small one. You can get a small one. You can get big ones depending on what you can afford. Put the humidifier, plug it in, and put drops of essential oil inside. Let it radiate into the room. You sleep well. If you also want to sleep, you can also massage or put essential oils like castor oil or black seed oil under your feet. I like to locate the center part of my feet and put it inside. Helps you to sleep soundly. Really well, really good. Now, you also have we all talk about sleep very well. Some of us are trying very hard in this situation. Like me, I'm trying to make sure that I sleep before 11 p.m. Sleeping before 11 p.m. is amazing because the liver is well activated and repair picks up over the night for the liver. As I conclusion tonight, before we can talk about recovery from any health problems or maintaining good health, before we can talk about weight management, fertility, glowing skin, like many women want it, we must talk about elimination. We must remove toxins as much as possible so that we can begin to achieve all of that, achieve good health, achieve maintenance of good health, even to malaria. The same way you treat, that's the same way you eliminate malaria. Remove toxin, build your immune system. Maybe I'm going to teach us a secret of how to maintain to also manage the malaria issue. Amazing way. Increase your capacity, your liver capacity, malaria will be dealt with. And now observe your body this week. I want to give us an assignment. Observe your body this week. One, check your bowel movement. I check it once I go to restroom like 2 or 3 times. That day I'm very excited. But most times once. Our body differs because I don't eat too much of cooked food. Okay. So the more you eat, the more you should go to the restroom. You must empty your bowel. And I eat quite moderate meal. Okay. If I want to eat my solid, I eat more of fiber and I eat little more carbohydrates, carbs like that. I take my protein very well and the like. So when I see that I go to the restroom once I go to the restroom, whether taking water or not taking water, I just use the restroom in the mornings. Once I don't have that, oh, I'm questioning my body system, I'm questioning my side. I begin to think and take journal all the things I've not done well, or maybe I've not taken enough water, and I begin to track it down. I want to see once I see the changes, it's like I start getting excited that yes, I'm back. Check your bowel movements. Has it changed? If there's any change in your bowel movement, you need to pay attention to that. Sleep pattern. Check your sleep pattern and your sleep time. Pay attention to your sleep time. If your target is to sleep by 10 p.m., target it and ensure you sleep by 10 p.m. I'm trying hard in this area. I'm trying hard so that when you come to my house, you see me that I'm still running around 10. You say, this woman. So I'm trying very hard to make sure that by 10, I'm on bed so that I can sleep as soon as possible. Then I'm also water intake. I've shared my story here. I'm very poor water intake, but I'm very intentional. Now I'm enjoying taking water now. I'm trying my best to move to 2.5 liters. I am still on 1.8, 1.5, although my body weight still takes that as well. So I'm trying to move to 2.2 to 2.5 liters on a regular basis. So watch your body weight, your body intake of water as well. In fact, when I calculated I think my body intake water was 1.5 liters. But all the same, I'm trying to see if I can move to 2 liters to 2.5 liters. Right? Then also what to check your high fiber intake. High fiber food, good fat, and adequate and appropriate protein nutrition is what is important. Ensure in your plate you don't have excessive amala, eba, and those carbs. They will turn out to be carbs. Okay, make sure that they are high protein. Your salad is there. Your fiber is high fiber, and make sure that all through the day you also eat fruit and eat vegetables. You can eat your fruit. We also have a pattern of eating. Take your fruit in the morning. If you're diabetics, indulge in fruit that are low in glycemic, not pineapple, not mango, not all of that. You can eat apple. Of course, watermelon will spike your blood sugar if you're still controlling your blood sugar seriously. So please manage all of those sweets and eat fruits that are low in glycemic index. This week, also check your PMS symptoms. If you have PMS symptoms, please, you want to take and pay attention that something is happening. You need to remove toxin from your body system. This brings me to the end of the class today. I've used at my time wisely today. I have 3 minutes left before 9 o'clock. Thank you for listening to me. I hope I've made great sense tonight. I look forward to seeing you next week as we also deep into detoxification matters the month of February. So I'm going to be sharing our detox for this week. This was for this week is going to be a what? Bitter leaf. We're going to be taking bitter leaf this week. Bitter leaf this week, okay? And then just about 1 leaf of bitter leaf, 1 to 2 leaves of bitter leaf, not more than 3 a day. You can take it after your meal if you think you are prone to low blood sugar. Take it after your meal to stimulate your blood, to stimulate your liver. What is it doing? If you do this regularly, you're going to do it throughout this week. So you do it 2 times, okay, twice, 2 leaves a day, right? You do it Monday to Friday, and we rest our body on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, thank you for listening to me. I look forward to your testimony. God bless you.